Daytona, and it is time for everyone's favorite combo, the 87 cars at Old Daytona. Just like everyone wanted, just the everyone's favorite combo here. Yeah. Some reason James put Daytona Road Course on the schedule, so that's interesting. And as you can imagine, these cars do not slow down, do not like to turn, and do not like to shift. I actually haven't been having too much trouble getting them to shift in the few practice laps I did. But I've been braking extremely early every corner, and I'm still right on the edge of just driving straight off. And there, I'm not shifting. This is going to be insanity. We got 16 laps here. I am car number 7. Turn 1, lap 1, as me and James were talking about before this one got going, is going to be extremely interesting. It may end up not actually being a corner for anybody, because we might just get people that either don't know we're turning left there, or just overshoot it so much that we all get wiped out. We'll see. Don't forget, you gotta slow down in the middle of the straightaway here. Braking way too much. I'm really concerned with tire heat for later in the race. I think it's going to be impossible to get these things to slow down if we start sliding the tires a little bit early on. So I am trying to brake as early and smoothly as possible into the corner without just coming to a complete stop before the corner. It's going to be insane. I know we can dive it in a lot deeper than I'm doing, but the amount of rear brake that's in these cars, it just wants to jump sideways and lock up the fronts, and it's extremely dangerous, I think. And I really don't want to be sliding the tires more than I have to. I'm also not shifting to first, even though that's probably better, because shifting is the enemy in this car. As little shifting as we can do is always better. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna overshoot that. We got it downshifted that time. Get it around second horseshoe. And we've almost made it through the infield. One more corner. A lot of people in here we know. Should be a fun one. We'll see if we can survive it. Definitely will be something interesting. I don't know. I don't think I've ever drove this combo before. I'm sure it's been on the schedule before, but not recently. You can see it wants to jump to the right there. Alright, we're in second gear. We can make it through the bus stop. Try not get a 1X there. It's very easy to do on the exit. And this is only 5 minutes of queue, so we're just going to get this lap in. Should be able to make it around without getting an incident. Yeah, bizarre combo. What a bizarre combo. Might be fun. 16 laps seems like it's going to be a long time.
One more lap to go.
And I'm sure it will be. Hopefully it won't be too long. 56.3. Oh, see. Trying to get a little more practice into turn 1 there and overshoot it. That's alright. We're not going to be able to do a second lap anyway. We out-qualified some people. Tell Jeremy good luck. I guess Nick is not qualifying. Or maybe he is. I don't know. He did not put a lap in. We only have 10 seconds left, so I guess not. I don't know if it's a good idea to qualify. I assume it's probably best. I mean, we might get run over either way. So might as well try and be ahead. I mean, there's no cautions, obviously. And just like that, we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and tell Nick good luck. And tell James good luck. Nick might have got an X. Alright. We got Spencer in here as well. And Mark. I think that's all the people we know. Apologies if I'm missing anybody. Good luck to everybody.
Alright, man,
And we have to do a full pace lap as well.
Alright, man, we're gonna line up on the left side here. We put in plenty of fuel.
Oh no.
Pit road is closed.
Turn 1 is going to be a doozy. Also, if you're aggressive through the little S's right after turn 1, it can just spin out. And it does not like the curbs. You would think this huge heavy car with the suspension that makes everything feel like smooth as glass, that those little curbs in the S's right after turn 1 wouldn't affect it. But contrary, they actually make you want to spin out pretty easily. It's gonna be sketchy. It's gonna be sketchy.
Rack or road course was not removed.
You have 2 additional sets of tires for this race.
2 sets of tires that we're not gonna use.
Setup they did for this car.
We're not gonna pit.
Yeah, they probably had it set up better for like Sonoma and Watkins Glen, but not for this track probably.
I remember this car was not as difficult as
Hopefully we can get a good jump and can get a little gap entering turn 1. If we could just get through the infield one time on lap 1 without getting run into or driving off or something, we should be smooth sailing as long as I can keep it on the track. Because that'll spread us out like crazy. We're going to be so far apart from people after a few laps, most likely. I have to really be careful in turn 1 because we're not going to be up to the regular speed that I'm used to, and tires are going to be colder than I'm used to because I usually have an out lap. So turn 1, as I said, might be very dangerous for everyone involved. We're starting P3 though, only have a couple people ahead of us. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll keep it on track and don't get run over. We got Mark behind us. But I'm worried about people that just miss it and they're like 8 rows back and they just fly through here. Not that they're doing it intentionally, just you can miss it by that much and then it's impossible to slow the car down. That's what I'm worried about. But 8 rows back is about where Nick is starting, I think, so maybe he'll be the one to wipe us out. Maybe we'll just all make it through and it'll be nice and clean. You never know. Probably should get some heat into the brakes before we get to turn 1. Oh man, I hope we can make it through 1 lap. Do not want to be wrecked on the first lap. I feel like me getting wrecked and me just wrecking myself are both very, very equally likely. But we'll overcome the odds. We'll have a nice clean one. That's my prediction. Let me make sure the stuff is set how I want it. Everything's turned off. I mean, I guess if we're going to pit, we're going to have damage to repair. We might as well take new tires. We're going to be losing a bunch anyway. I don't know. Yeah, I might change my mind about that. Hopefully we don't have to pit. I don't have to worry about it. Oh man, this is going to be sketchy. It also really loves to get loose on acceleration out of the corners as well, which is interesting. I guess because the track's just so flat. I mean, I guess sometimes it gets loose on acceleration, depending on where you are.
It's gonna be pretty crazy.
That's alright, I got Michael behind me, so...
Oh man, there's
who to blame.
there's a lot of cars behind me. I'm very scared. James is on the inside row behind Mark.
I was just gonna say, hell, I'll probably drive through James and still get to Mark.
Are we gonna see somebody
I'm
blowing it
legitimately
up the
nervous.
inside? It's gonna be crazy.
Hey, Jeremy and Zach, I'm gonna let off a little bit at the start here. Too soon to break now?
Yeah, let's start braking for turn 1 now.
Mr.
Race
Fun.
cars in.
You're good, dude. I'm laying back.
All right.
Green, green, green.
When do we start braking? I don't even know. Right now? You know, honestly, that wasn't too bad.
Car
We
on
weren't
your
really going very fast there,
right. They left.
so we
All
didn't
clear, all
actually
clear.
get in much danger. All right, that was good. That was nice and smooth.
I'm proud of you.
We did just fine through that. The whole field looks like it did. Now, can we keep it on track? And hang on to a P3, my favorite position. We will try. I'm going to be slowing down a lot through this because I was overdriving it a bit in practice, and qualifying I nearly did. Just want to take it nice and safe. And don't push out too wide through the corners. You can lose a lot of time with that, even though you're getting on throttle a bit quicker. Not worried about trying to keep up with these two. I assume they're going to be able to pull away and check out. I'm just racing the track, racing myself, and seeing if we can stay ahead of the 12 car. Mark has stayed in 5th, so that's good.
Don't forget the brake here.
Brake nice and early.
Where?
You saw the
What
5 car. Kale, he got loose under braking. It jumped sideways into the wall a bit, but he's fine.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome, jackass.
You can bounce those things into the wall entering the bus stop, and they'll be pretty fine. Those little wall hits aren't going to hurt these things very much. And we already have a nice gap to the 12 car. Let's just maintain this. Be nice and smooth. Going to brake at the start-finish line, or even before it. Try and slide the tires as little as possible, and get nice and smooth through the entry. Just like that. Be careful through this part. Oh, the leader just spun.
Go right. Next car is the leader.
Under braking, the 1 car. Now the 5 is in the lead. And we are in P2. Just got to keep it on track, and that's going to give us our best chance of finishing this race decently. Over 2 seconds behind us to the 12. I'm afraid to get on throttle too hard through that flat left-hander. It really wants to spin if I am too aggressive with it. I don't know why I'm waiting so long to shift in the oval there. I need to not do that. I need to not push out that wide either.
I'm having some extreme deja vu right now.
Get it into 2nd gear. We're a little bit too fast through there. That was scary. As this race goes on, I'm going to have to start braking earlier and earlier for all the corners as the tires heat up.
Probably a little both.
As the tires get hotter and hotter, it's going to really not want to slow down. It's going to have so little grip. 3 seconds back to the 12.
James, are we just like destined to be running near each other?
Yeah, I'm letting everybody by so I can be right next to you, Jeremy.
We are in P2. We just ran our 56.0. That might be one of my best
Why am I that's right?
laps that I've done. The car is not turning into 1 there. That's okay, though. As long as we don't drive into the grass.
I'm really glad I didn't hit you there, 21. I came into the bus stop way too hot.
Nice and slow through here. Just on a
Apology
nice,
too much there.
leisurely Sunday drive on a Monday night. Though this is probably not coming out till Thursday.
Ah, James.
Sorry.
they're having some trouble back there. That's all right. We're way ahead of
I
it.
was doing so good until I messed up that one
Oh,
turn.
a
And the next
little
one
loose.
Well, there goes my race.
There will be more carnage.
Nick
Mark.
is already on my F3. He was quicker than me in
but I
practice.
had top 5 going.
He might be able to get up here and race us.
Where?
We'll just try and not make
Out
mistakes.
in front of me, and that messed me up, and then just all downhill from there.
But we did just gain a second on him.
Yeah, I thought you were going. Sorry.
No, you're good. 20 car was spinning out in front of me, and then I just had to catch it, and everything happened.
I'm also going to try and make the ARCA race after this, so I don't know if I'm going to go through the incidents or not.
But that was been good for a bit.
We will see. We might have time. This is not going to be as long of a race as normal for this series. The road courses, first of all, no cautions, and there's a shorter lap count. So we don't necessarily need a pit stop. Okay. I'm actually having an easier time shifting here than at like Watkins Glen, and I'm not sure why that's the case. But I'm happy for it.
Save it too.
This is so rough, dude.
2 car just moved into 3rd place behind me, and I think he just messed up turn 1. We got a little gap there now.
That's nice. Barely on the throttle, and it just goes to the right.
I'm slowing down way too much for that. That's fine. Keeping it on the track, no matter the cost, is the main thing. I'm going to say that throughout this whole race, probably. It's loose. People behind us are catching up, though. I don't know if we're going to be alone on track this whole time. 5 car's not checking out too quickly. I mean, he is. He's getting further away, but it's not extreme every lap. It's probably like 4/10, half a second a lap. Get into 2nd gear. It wants to jump sideways. Be careful with the weight transfers. Nice and smooth. There we go. Maybe we are pulling away from him still back there. Man, the bumps. You feel it with whatever setup they got in it for this race. Whoops. Double shifted there, but we got it into 2nd, no problem. I downshifted to 3rd thinking I missed the downshift, but it actually got to 3rd. And then I shifted again thinking I wasn't there and wound up in 2nd in neutral. Luckily the RPMs were low enough that it wasn't just going to wreck us. Overdrove that a bit. That's alright. Taking everything very, very conservatively, but we're still got a little gap behind us. And it's not really decreasing much. I think they're beating me under braking, but I might be a little smoother out of the corner. And maybe as the race goes on, their heavy braking is going to start hurting their tires, and they'll get less and less grip out of the corner. That's what I'm banking on anyway, just trying to conserve as much as I can and be better at the end. Just on grip, not on pace or ability or anything like that. Whoa, man. Okay. That was scary. A little bit too much brake. We got it. We got it. No problem. Yeah, it's about half a second a lap, I think, to the 5 that we're losing. But if he doesn't make any mistakes, there's no way we're catching him, so that's fine. I'm very happy with the second place right now. Hopefully we can keep it. Not do anything too crazy.
Oh, damn, give me a 1X for that?
Yeah, it's really touchy in that corner.
That corner is so long, the braking zone's so long that I have time to jump on the clutch to get it in a second if I miss it like I just did. So we have to be careful letting off the brake even a little bit through that. The one car is making it back up, but he's like 10 seconds back. Well, 11 seconds back. I think he just made another mistake. He was on the F3 for a minute. Slight
Take that damn curve and it
corner.
just kicked me out there.
15 is out of it now, behind us.
I just got an off track for not going off track. That's cool.
And there we go, another infield complete. We got 7.5 seconds behind us. Need to not wait so long to shift.
Is anybody in here
And
using
Nick-
an H pattern for this? You guys all on paddles?
Nick is back on the F3
I'm
behind
using
us.
an H pattern, but I turned on auto blip because I suck at heel and toe.
Yeah, I'm using H pattern. The reason why spawn was done, I didn't get the option.
Mostly using the H. I've missed the shift in turn 3 and 4 times now. It's about to kill me.
3 and 4 road course or 3 and 4 speedway?
I'm on paddles and it is not easy.
The fucking oval, man.
Hey, just making sure.
Big sad.
I mean, that's why you have to differentiate. You gotta say oval for input jail.
7.967, 10 to go.
Brain's not working right now.
Alright.
Okay.
We got 10 laps to go. 6.7 behind us to the 3 still. We're kind of maintaining that gap right now. Hopefully we can continue to maintain it. About 3.5 seconds to the 5. It's been about that way the whole time. Really got to slow down for this corner now. Just with how little grip the tires have, it's only going to get worse. I feel like we're doing good. We haven't slid the tires much. We haven't locked them up. Haven't had too many scary moments. Had a couple. But it hasn't been too bad.
Kurt, I'll let you buy in the speedway if you don't mind.
I think the 3's quicker. But we're doing okay still. 7.1. He gains time on us on entry, and then we pull back away a little bit through all the corners. So I know I'm not braking deep enough for a lot of these, but I think that's just the easiest for me to not make a mistake and be consistent. See, there we gained some time. Well, a little bit anyway.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit closer.
Crazy stuff. Feel like we're doing good though. Sitting P2. Been nice and calm with it. Hitting our braking points. For the most part, getting it shifted. Are we gonna have lap traffic come into play at all? I don't know. Slow it down nice and early, nice and smooth. A little bit loose, that's okay. Wanted to get loose there on the top end of the rev range in second gear. That was kind of scary. It's like driving a boat. All this weight to transfer. Can't do it quickly, you gotta be nice and easy with it. Try and be as smooth as possible on throttle. Gosh dang, why I don't know why I'm not shifting in time here on the oval. It's throwing me for a loop. It's losing me a bit of time, I'm sure. Oh, that was not an off track. Give me a break. That's how we're gonna get our first off track. Bus stop here at Old Daytona is very stingy with the track surface. Just gonna try and keep some pressure on the 5. Maybe he'll make a mistake. I doubt it.
Who voted for
But
this?
we're trying not to let him just get away with it
Some idiots.
if we can.
Not me. I voted for Kodos.
Man, Coda in this thing would
Wow.
have been horrible.
Whoever voted for this should be kicked in the nuts.
Some people pay for that kind of thing.
I'm one of them.
All right.
I didn't say that. I take it back.
The kicked in the nuts part, or like voting for this? Because I'm starting to think voting for this would be worse.
I don't know, I like this combo. I didn't vote for it, but I still like it. It's fun.
Oh my.
Definitely challenging.
Started wanting to spin on me there. 3 caught us quite a bit through that infield. That's okay though.
So we can do it this one time and then never speak of it again.
Oh no, we're gonna
right.
continue to talk about this for probably at least 2-3 weeks.
This is honestly really fun, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm enjoying it. I'm in P2 though.
I was keeping up with y'all.
I'm not having a
and
hard
I spun
time.
out
Too hard of a
4
time.
times. Probably because my pedals need to be recalibrated.
Oh, we got in a little hot. We're
I
okay.
need, like, ideally, like a control that has, like, a dial so I can adjust brake bias, like, on the fly without the black box.
Yeah, the black box makes it kind of tough.
You liked it.
Yeah, I mean, other than the one lap where I kind of got spun and then also spun myself, done pretty well. Only 2x.
Do you have buttons on your wheel at all?
Boy,
Get
do I
into
have
turn
buttons.
1, almost spun.
I was gonna say set 2 of your buttons for brake bias up and down.
3 is catching. Slowly but surely. There's plenty of time left. He might end up getting here. If he does, I'm not going to fight too hard. I just want to keep it on track. He's within 5 seconds now, or he was. I feel like I'm getting looser out of the corners, which is not helping me get some drive out. Still tight as heck entering the corners. Out of the corners, though, it's not getting easy getting onto the throttle in second gear, which is kind of surprising. But it's fine. I think we're falling off just a little bit. And the 3 is putting in some good laps. Just need to keep it on track. Nick is in 5th behind us. 15 seconds back. As long as we beat him, we'll be in good shape. Oh man. Really throwing it in. It's okay. It's probably quicker that way. We actually gained a little time there. We lost it all back on exit. I think we're losing the majority of the time into turn 1. We're just braking way too early for that, but I really don't want to slide the tires or block them up or anything like that. We're back to 3.7 to the 5. That's kind of where it's been the whole time as well. So not too worried there. Didn't want to get into third there. We got it though, and we get it into second. Come to a complete stop in the apex. That's how you do it, right? Get around the first horseshoe. Keep it nice and tight on the curbing.
Oh, hell no. That's a short turn.
24-hour endurance race.
Keep it tight there. Alright. That was actually a pretty dang good infield, I think, for us. Actually gained on the 5 and pulled away from the 3. Amazingly.
We're approaching the scene of the crime, Mark.
And I almost lost it going in.
Take it.
Alright.
Take it, Mark.
I wasn't trying to wreck you.
Pretty good, pretty good.
My tires immediately started spinning. I started wheel hopping.
Coming around to get 5 to go. This
I
is
know, you're good.
not going too bad at all. I've been kind of enjoying
You
this.
guys caught me, so I'm gonna let you go.
The lowest thing I told you earlier that I
In
got
second,
wrecked by an AI
we
driver
are-
that was TK Majors in turn 1, so I just decided to get completely cream into that turn.
Gained some time back on the 3. Really feel like I'm right on the edge of overdriving the bus stop and spinning. I really need to be careful with that. We're going to lose so much more time spinning, obviously, than we will just by slowing down a little bit earlier. Just need to be nice and smooth with it. We actually gained some time that lap. What kind of lap time did we just put down?
5 to go at the line.
58.0, but tire fall off is kind of made that not able to be compared with what we were doing at the beginning. Oh, alright. We're going so slow, but I still feel like we're going too fast on entry. 3 must have had some moment. Now he's back to 7 seconds. So that is good.
Goes now.
Maybe we have saved our tires. Maybe everyone's just falling off around us. We're catching the 3. Or not the 3, but the 5. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have something for them. Wouldn't that be exciting? I have no idea how in the world I'd try and pass if I was able to catch him. But we might be there. Might have to start thinking about it, figure it out. But we have gained quite a bit of time. I think he's just getting a little bit slidey. Maybe out of the corner. Bouncy on entry under braking. Can't really tell. He seems to have been really smooth this whole time. I haven't seen any mistakes out of him. He's doing a good job up there, but we have pulled in by over a second. Only 2.5 up there now.
The leader just did a 1 minute 58.3.
Oh my gosh, he did a 158.3 and we just did a 157.8. We gained a ton of time on him right there. He is locking it up on entry. If we can keep putting in consistent corners, we might have a shot at this. His tires might just be going away on him. Just gotta keep it smooth, don't spin. We do have a lap car coming up. We're within 2 seconds now. That is pretty dang surprising. Coming down to the wire.
Hey,
leaders. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you have it whenever you get to me. As soon as I can.
Thank you, Dante.
Remind myself to be careful through the bus stop. As I'm really quick through there, but we somehow don't get a 1X, so we don't push out too wide. But we don't gain much either. He's getting a better exit. Just need him to overdrive a couple corners. It still might take a mistake for us to get there. We're coming to 3 to go. 1.9 ahead. This is exciting. Turning into an exciting race.
I hope next season they take these things around the Nürburgring.
Fuck no.
He is definitely sliding a bit on entry, though.
Braking zones.
Turn 1, he was wiggling quite a bit there.
These 87s
He's
at
wiggling
Nürburgring
there
is
as
Jamie
well.
McHaley's wet dream.
Luckily, the scheduling sticks to North American tracks.
What if the community voted for one of like the stadium truck tracks?
Car's broken in turn 3.
Alright, here
Overdriving
we
it.
out, Mount Washington.
Somebody get Billy on the phone. I think he's already driven the 87 up Mount Washington. Ooh, we're loose.
Bottom's all yours in the turn, leader.
I don't know if we're going to get there.
Thank you.
Gotta stop waiting so long to shift. I don't know why I do that every time.
I figured you were gonna catch me.
Probably catch him after the bus stop. I don't know
Oh,
if
this
we
is not
will.
gonna be good. Where are you going here?
Uh-oh. This is slowing him down.
What lap are leaders on?
14.
Go, 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 go.
Car on your right. Clear on the right.
Thank you, lap car. Slowed him down quite a bit. Caught him right at the wrong time. Right through the bus stop. 0.6 ahead now. We're here to put the pressure on. 2 laps to go.
Alright, man. 2 to go.
He's going wide. He's going wide.
Car
He
on
goes
your right.
wide. We take it.
All clear. Got a slow car on the left.
Slow car on the left. Make sure we slow down for the corners. Can't get to driving too hard. We made the pass. We know we can keep it. We caught him by a bunch. Let's be nice and careful. Do the same thing we've been doing this whole time. A little bit loose there. Try and get a decent exit. Now we might get slowed down here. I think we're not going to catch him in
Distracting
time.
That airplane lands so slowly now.
0.4 behind us. Oh my gosh. What is happening? 2 more times through the bus stop. We can do it.
Just so focused on the course, I didn't even see a plane.
Just throwing it in there. That was very bad, but we did it.
I was
Didn't
distracted
wreck.
by bright shiny objects.
Did not wreck. White flag coming up. Almost a second behind us. We got some lap traffic. Just got to be careful. Hopefully we don't catch him in a bad spot, though it looks like we will.
White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Thank you, Kurt.
Why 11? Why?
Okay, he drives off. That's going to clear that for us, as long as we don't
Dude,
get
I don't know
wrecked
why you're
there.
saying wow to me. Like, you literally stopped in the middle of the road when I'm right on your bumper.
Oh, somebody overdrove it behind us. That was second place. He overdrove it. We are home free. We just got to keep it on track.
Well, yes, I breaker. That's still on you because it's up to the chase driver to not do that.
Oh my gosh.
Also, my tires are shot. What do you expect?
I mean, my tires are shot too.
We're going to get slowed down a little bit through the bus stop, most likely behind the 21, but we have a huge gap behind us now. We just have to keep it on track. Got to get it through the bus stop one more time cleanly. And we should be alright. We're not even going to catch him before the bus stop. This is perfect. This is perfect. One more tricky corner to do and we are good. I can take as much time as I need to get it slowed down for this.
I'm so over this race.
I'm going to brake super early here. Not going to make any mistakes. No pressure. Through the bus stop one final time. Get around the 21. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. What the heck?
Go get him.
How in the world did that happen? How in the world did that happen? Oh my lord.
Why did these other guys bother to show up?
What a race. Thanks, good race. That was a tough one.
Have a win there, Gavin.
I don't know how I managed
I
that.
go past that 23 on the back. That would have been real close at the end if we didn't run into traffic.
Yeah, that was the worst place to catch him there. That was really unfortunate for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to give it to you so badly, and it just didn't happen.
That's just a bad place to get caught. I mean, there's nothing anybody can do, really. He would have had to just not taken the bus stop.
Good win there.
But
That was a lot of fun, everyone. Great race overall.
can't ask them to do that. I mean, they are lap down. I mean, it's just not something you can expect. Like, they got to take the track at least. I mean, he could have slowed down before that, but
I was trying hard to chase you down, Spencer. I couldn't get you.
hard to do that as well. We're just going to come around here, and I'm going to do some dang burnouts.
My tires are probably shot. Spun out 3 different times.
Hey, Dante, good race.
I cannot believe. How did we do that? I'm going to take a screenshot of me doing this, and it's going to look like I'm wrecking into turn 1, and that's what everyone's going to expect. Oh my gosh. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Whoops. Oh my god. What in the world, man? We just won that thing. Legends at Old Daytona Road Course. We had 1X through the entire thing. Well, it gave us 3, but because I was doing burnouts. But my gosh, what the heck? Just had to keep it consistent, keep it smooth. Put the pressure on the 5, and eventually he caught that lap car. We were catching him, and then he overdrove turn 1 one time, and we were close enough. We could make it work. He had just burnt up his tires. I don't know what my tires were, because I just burned them up doing that burnout. I can't believe we just did that. Unreal. 4-car overshoots the second horseshoe there. I mean, it's so easy to just overshoot any corner. Too wide through the bus stop is always dangerous no matter what car you're in, especially a car that won't turn and won't slow down. But they make it work. 18 is overdriving it, but doesn't hit anybody, amazingly. This is when the one car just starts wheel hopping it. I was really worried about doing that with how much front brake it had in it, or rear brake, and very easy to do that. He almost collects James there. 18 overdrive in turn 1 again. 8-car sideways or backwards out of the horseshoe there. 23 is overdriving it. Keeps it off the 21, and 21 spins it behind him, probably looking in his mirror, worried he's going to get hit. Misses the corner, but none of them hit anything, I don't think. But the whole horseshoe, or the whole bus stop, is blocked there. But I think nobody was behind him. 12 overdrive in turn 1, goes out wide. There goes Mark. He's out in the grass. Nick goes by them. 18's blinking a bit. X-side car in the 20. He's overdriving first horseshoe. Oh, and they're too wide there. Mark nowhere to go. James gets in the back of them. They just get stacked up there. If the 20 had spun to the outside or to the infield or anywhere else, they would have been able to make it all through that. Oh, Mark trying to get going in the 11. Nowhere to go there. 8, right side's in the dirt. Hard to get it going from that. 23 overdriving the bus stop exit. Head on into the wall. That's a hard hit. No safer barrier there. 11 car overshoots it a bit. 23 with the S's. The S's were tricky. Very, very tricky. 18's probably blinking. This is when the 2-car overdrove it. I think we're ahead of them at this point. We are. Oh, and the 15 follows them. They both kind of overshoot at the same time. 15 drifts it, but keeps it straight. Then see, he's grabbing that curb, that dirt on the other side of that curb, and that's sending it crazy. Nick gets into that, but keeps it going. A little bit of front end damage, shoves him out of the way. He keeps it on going. Whoa, Mark. 16's sideways into turn 1. Mark goes around him to the outside of the track, but makes it work. Doesn't hit him there. 22 getting on it. I was feeling that. That's Jeremy, I think, yeah. It was really starting to feel loose there as it went on exit of the corners, like gassing it up in second gear. I was feeling it pretty bad right here, too. You can see the 21 does it. It was not easy. 16 overdriving it, drifting it. Gets it around there, no problem, though. 18 still blinking. 10-car overshooting it a bit, spins it to the outside, doesn't hit anything. He's got some time to get it back going there. 23 spins it before the corner. 16 still overdriving turn 1. It is very, very easy. Very easy to overdrive. Every corner, basically. 18's blinking. 1 car trying to hold it together. Doesn't hit anything, but he spins it again. 9-car trying to get it slowed down. Probably not in gear, not getting any engine braking, not slowing down as much as he needs to. He just misses the corner. Gets it back on track, though. 15 smoking that left front. That's what I was worried about doing. Locking it up, unable to get it slowed down, spin it out. Doesn't hit anything, though. You got so much pavement out there that you can spin it and be all right. It's just was really worried about getting any tire heat into it built up. Like, it's going to get hotter and hotter. You don't need to add to it and make it even harder on yourself. You just have to be very, very, very careful. Easier said than done, though. And that's when the 11 just stopped in front of Jeremy. That's strange looking. Jeremy goes off on the other side of that. The 1 and the 9 spinning. .23 overcooking it. on acceleration, and I think that's it. Honestly, wasn't that much car-to-car contact. I don't know how we won that. I have got no idea, but we did. Somehow. We get a 2x for our troubles at the end, doing some burnouts, but you know what? Whatever. Road license, doesn't matter. Take a look at our burnouts, since we don't get to do those much. And even when I do win, I usually don't do them. Man, what a race. No idea how we pulled that off. I thought the 5 was going to check out and be gone, but we kind of just held it steady with him. And then he started pulling away quite a bit, like in a couple laps in a row. We were losing time to the 3 behind us. And then after that, we just kind of took off, and we started catching them like crazy. I don't know what the deal was. But we kept the tires on it enough, didn't slide it, and we come home with a victory. I will take it. That was a blast.